Hi, welcome along everyone. This one's a follow-up to the video I've done on a freeze-up, and this one is kind of what you've got to do if you do get a burst. Now, the kind of bursts that often happen on a freeze-up is where the pipe pulls out of the fitting. A popular place to get one is just above the stopcock. The stopcock there, the pipe that sits in there quite often pushes out with ice and it comes out of there. Now what to do is fairly simple. That's one to look for, but what to do is fairly simple. If you take this as your fitting on your pipe, and what you'll see, when you'll recognise that it's kind of burst because it will pull out, especially if the pipe's been painted. You'll see that line, you'll know it's near the edge of the fitting, and when it eventually goes, you'll see it start to split. That will pop right out of the pipe. Okay, so what will happen is that will have expanded and pushed out. It's quite easy to do, because what you do, turn the water off obviously, slide your olive back on, your fitting back on, slide the olive on. I've got an olive in this end, take that out. Now it will be tighter to get on there because this pipe will be expanded, so it is tough to get them on. So if it goes on, fine. If not, then you will have to cut that and put a join on up here and a new piece of pipe, because sometimes that can be so expanded that olive won't go back on there. It depends how lucky you are and to how badly frozen you've been. But obviously once that is back on there, you can put it back in the fitting and tighten it back up again. Job done.
So what does the olive do then?
The olive makes the joint, it crushes in to the pipe. Let's say once it's expanded because of ice, you might not be able to get that back on, in which case you'll have to get a couple of joiners and either cut it up at the next pipe joint up the fitting, wherever that might be. You might have a joint up here and put a new bit of pipe in between, or cut a coupling in and put a new bit of pipe into there. Fairly simple, easy job, no big deal. Okay, you may even be able to crush this back down to its normal size if it's expanded. It is possible. You can sort of gradually use grips to try and crush it back down so you can get that olive back on. If you do that though, do use PTFE tape around it as an extra precaution, a bit of tape around the actual olive and fitting before you do it up. That will help if you've got a crushed pipe on the end of there. Okay, the other thing that can happen obviously is the actual copper pipe splits. You'll get a split straight through the middle of it. Obviously once that's happened, then you will have to cut that out and put a fitting.
So why would it split then? The ice expands.
The ice expands in the pipe, and then it opens the pipe up. It's just like getting a tin opener and opening a copper tube up with a tin opener. It will literally open it right out as a split, and obviously that's it. Once the ice blows through, you've got water pouring out. So that is just, they're the main examples of burst pipes. Most times it's the pulled olive out of the fitting. The main stopcock's a real popular culprit just above the main stopcock. But obviously if you've got a loft, cold loft, you've got a tank in the loft up there, you can go up there and check that none of these are pulled. And say, just go and have a look round and just make sure none of the fittings are pulled out if you're frozen up and if you're worried about it bursting. But please, if you're worried, turn the main off. And just wait and just keep looking and checking until everything comes through. If everything comes through alright, you haven't got a burst, that's fine. But this is the scenario for the burst pipe, and this is what I've found over years and years of plumbing in cold weather in Kent, where the pipe is always a pulled fitting or a split in the copper tube. You can also get a fitting now that will cover the whole of the fitting, a long fitting so long, about 2 or 3 inches long, that if you had a long split you could actually join it and cut the split out. It's an extended fitting. I'll see if I can find you the link for that on Amazon. And it's an extended pipe joint to cover that split if you want to put one of those on. So in a nut, that is it really. And that's all that basically happens with freeze-ups. Obviously it's a pulled ring or a burst pipe in the fitting. I've known sweat fittings to split as well. Again, you'll have to just cut them off and put
What's the sweat fitting?
Yeah, the solder fittings.
Solder,
yeah,
right.
Okay, that are soldered on. They're a different ball game again. Okay, but that's it. So it's fairly simple if you get one. Don't panic. Take it easy. It's doable and you can do it yourself. Alright, it's not the end of the world, so just don't cry out for a plumber straight away. See how easy it is a job to get to do. And say 9 times out of 10, just look out for these pulled fittings out the end of the pipe. Clue, as you say, that paint, you see that mark if you painted the pipes, because you've got that olive on there. Not the mount on, sorry. Got the olive on there, and the fitting, Normally it looks like that, doesn't it? But if that's gone, it's gone like that. If you did paint the pipe, there's a sheer giveaway. It may also look shinier, the new pipe in there, as it pulls off, because it's, you know, it's kind of different, it's clean, so you'll notice it, you'll see it, it'll all be bulgy and pushy. So that's what to look for, dead simple job to do, so don't panic and get yourself a ring and nut and all.
So you're saying anywhere that's particularly going to be particularly cold, just have a little look.
Have a little look,
sure
yeah, just to make sure, for your own peace of mind, whatever pipes you can see, have a look. Anywhere where you've got heat and warmth, you know there's no problem. This is only in the case of a freeze up that this usually happens. Obviously, if you worry about pipes in the loft and it has been cold, but you're not freezing, you're not frozen up, you can still go up and have a look and check, just in case you're worried that anything is pulled out from the roof tank in the loft, because it may have frozen and it might just be on the very end of the pipe, just about holding on. So it still might be worth just popping around, having a little look for your own peace of mind. Okay, but that's the old favourite, the pulled fitting out of the compression fitting. Okay, that's it, just a little one in this cold weather while it's going on, so you know what you're up against really, and it's not as bad as it looks to fix. Okay, well that's it from me at Derrickton33. You know where to go, usual stuff for all my plumbing videos. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.
That's good. Can we go out and play now? Come on, Mo. Moo!